going to drop on our new thermostat housing. Down there. And our 180 thermostat. So we're going to go ahead and drain our fluid out. So we'll put that guy down there. Try to catch that. It's come out looking pretty good compared to the first stuff we've taken out, which had a little bit of a brown tinge. I suppose there's a little bit of, just rust or whatever built up from sitting. We always run a good 50-50 here in Minnesota. It does get 35 below, 40 below. A couple nights of those cold nights, 20 below, for a couple of weeks sometimes. We go in northern Minnesota and you'll get up to 60 below. So you gotta make sure you got a good antifreeze blend of your water there. Then we're gonna go through and check out the fuel filter on the carb and see what that looks like. We're getting a little bit of fogginess, cutting out, missing underload. So we want to make that drivability be a little more drivable right now. So we put a new fuel filter in right there. The old one did not look grimy. It was a little bit dirty, but not bad. Working on cleaning the surface off for a new thermostat to go in there. This is a 180, and we drilled a little hole just to let air bubbles through. Some fancier Superstats, which are the stent ones. They have like a little jiggle pin there. We just put a little hole. I think this one is either 1/16 or 5/64. I don't remember. We replaced a couple vacuum lines, looked a little bit iffy. Right there. We got the new thermostat housing that's going to go in. We put the vacuum temperature modulator thingy back where it goes in there. And we're working on replacing some heater hoses right now. We had one heater hose that cracked and kind of blew a little bit on us earlier this week. It's Sunday now, last week. And so we're replacing both of those just for insurance. Okay, thermostat almost ready to go back in. Then we'll start topping off the fluid again and get our heater hoses in place. So we have head to the towns and bought El Cheapo, well, no, half decent, I guess, aftermarket temp sensor, because I don't think we can trust our factory one anymore. The wire down there, which that guy in the middle is kind of burnt up, and the sensor does weird stuff. I'm trying to cool it down right now. So we have a 180 thermostat in here, new thermostat housing, new heater hoses. I got new radiator hoses coming tomorrow. But the temp gauge still would sit at like 210 or 220. And I know we got good flow. Coolant's been flushed more than once. I know we got decent airflow up here. So we want to get a temp gauge on there that we can sort of trust and see where we're at. With that being said, we were having kind of boggy issues yesterday, and it ran kind of rough when we first took it to town on, was that Monday night or no, Tuesday. So it's been last Tuesday. So 5 days ago, we got her into town the first time to get gas in it, and it was kind of on.
Stumble at high RPM underload.
You know, when you're unleashing all the horsepowers,
all 160.
It would bog a little bit. So we did.
Bog and stumble.
It would stumble for sure. On light load, it was okay. You got a little bit more than light, any more past quarter throttle, and it would kind of buck and all that fun stuff. So we bought a new, fuel filter for the carb. We still have an aftermarket one that we haven't installed yet. and we put that in. So the old one coming out, of course now, sitting in a pile of garbage. The old one coming out did not look that bad. It's definitely browner than the new one, but
We also foamed it yesterday.
it would blow right through.
Environment B12.
So what we did yesterday was we did the old Italian tune-up, as my script would call it, and other people. But we used Berryman because that was $1 cheaper than C20. And so we did that. So we went through and opened it up part way, and we dribbled it in and kept this at a high idle and ran it. Probably took about 4 or 5 minutes to go through all of it. And then when it was almost out, shut it off, dribbled the rest in there, and just let her sit. And 20 minutes later, started up. Still was running rough. We're like, okay, we're gonna go get
better.
Slightly better, partially better. In my opinion, still not where it should be. So that's why we're like, okay, we'll go get a new fuel filter for it, and we did. And today, it runs great, like really great, like 0 to 60 in 17 seconds. Great for a big boat with no horsepower, not too shabby. I will say the Turbo 700 is nice. We have another Suburban we want to get on the road pretty soon. That's a big block, 410s, and a Turbo 400. So that is not a highway cruiser. This will cruise so nice at 75 down the road. It's just beautiful. The other guy, she's a screaming, but she'll pull trailers pretty good. So anyway, we just drilled a hole through the firewall to get our line in. And we're going to install it right where the factory one is. So for now, we'll defeat the factory gauge.
Well, actually, at the moment, we're just going to put it in the thermostat housing.
Okay, we'll do what he said, and we'll go from there. Okay, we got our So Fresh and So Clean adapter. We're in the top of the thermostat. And we're going to not mess with that down there for now. We're going to do that guy right there. So, through the firewall.
How taut is it right now?
It's, I would not want it any tighter.
What does it look like down in there?
Okay. Let's go the 10-minute antifreeze. Put it in, but it's not right now. What temp we got over here?
You start to climb to 100, and this guy is
Now we can compare that guy
still chilling at 0, which is 130.
and that guy.
Did you zip tie the lead for that guy out of the way or no?
It's a swell? Probably not. So, temp's reading good. 160, 170 right now. We'll take her for a drive. And maybe chase down a Xterra. Nope, he's got the horsepowers. The Smog Era 350 does not have the horsepowers, just saying. But she moves out just fine going down the road. Gotta make sure all the doors are shut, I suppose. Alright, we'll come back. And after about a 10-mile drive, nice and dry under the hood, and our aftermarket gauge is telling us, I don't know, 190-ish, right where we want it. So